Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about Trump starting to unwind FEMA and what you can do. Trump has started the process of unwinding FEMA, beginning a process that will likely lead to the end of FEMA. I know, alarmist nonsense. Quote, I'll sign an executive order to begin the process of reforming FEMA or getting rid of FEMA. That's Trump. Now the executive action has been undertaken. A quote from the order. This order empowers state, local, and individual preparedness and injects common sense into infrastructure prioritization and strategic investments through risk-informed decisions that make our infrastructure, communities, and economy resilient to global and dynamic threats and hazards. Trump is starting to turn over the role of emergency preparedness to local governments. Think about your local and state government. Do you think they're up to the task of handling major emergencies? All the ones you can think of. And then add in cyber attacks and space weather. Okay, now I'm just being silly. Space weather? Cyber attacks? Nobody would expect No Stoplight County, Nebraska to be able to deal with that. I'm obviously joking. It's in the order. Quote, Citizens are the immediate beneficiaries of sound local decisions and investments designed to address risks, including cyber attacks, wildfires, hurricanes, and space weather. Now, imagine your local government doing it without NOAA. Now add into the mix the fact that France is reopening an old nuclear weapons base, and the spread of nuclear weapons is growing more likely. It's important to remember that FEMA grew out of preparedness for nuclear war. I'll put an explainer down below that has a bit of the history ranging from when the federal government decided it was its responsibility to deal with local emergencies to how FEMA came to be. Now, I know the Republican talking heads are going to say that the federal government is still going to fund everything, and it'll just give the states more control. They need to run that by Trump, who said, quote, I think we are going to recommend that FEMA go away, and we pay directly. We pay a percentage to the state. The state should fix it. So, your local government will be responsible with less training, coordination, information, and a percentage of the funding. That's a recipe for disaster after a disaster. The process that many said wasn't going to happen is now underway. He's going to want to do this as fast as possible. If he turns over emergency preparedness to the states, it provides him a shield if an emergency is mismanaged during his term. He can blame the mismanagement on the state. It is now more important than ever to make sure you can do as much as you can as an individual to make sure you are prepared for emergencies. We're going to reboot our emergency preparedness videos to give everybody a refresher and continue to provide as much information as we can about how to deal with various emergencies. In completely unrelated news, Dana is really excited about being able to talk about how space weather can impact those of us on Earth. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.